Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Baker B. I'm passionate about baking and organizing. Today we are making these Linzer cookies with an adorable heart-shaped design on top. They are pretty, aren't they? I'm seriously obsessed with this gorgeous color. Do you want to know what ingredients I use to make them look so beautiful? Just keep on watching. On top of that, I will also be showing you how to prepare the cookie dough, how to cut them out to make sure the heart is right in the center, how to make the chocolate ganache filling, and finally, how to assemble the cookies so that you can enjoy and share them with your friends and family. So let's get the apron on and let's bake. Step number 1. Prepare the cookie dough. Here are the ingredients you will need. You can press the pause button to stop the video for now and take a screenshot of it. Alternatively, you can find a list of them in the description box below. Please check it out. Let me talk about this purple sweet potato powder. This is a natural food coloring which contains raw material nutrients and provide rich purple color. It's vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO as well. It has a fine powdery texture and will dissolve easily, and it's suitable for making smoothie, lattes, and for baking as well. If you are interested in trying these natural ingredients, you can find a link in the description box below. Alright, let's start preparing the dough. First, beat the softened butter at medium speed until it is fluffy in texture. Beat it for about 2 minutes, then it will turn into a very light and fluffy texture. Just like this. Then add in the sifted icing sugar. Here I like using a rubber spatula to mix them first before actually using a handheld mixer to avoid the sugar flying up to my face. But if you don't care, you can use the mixer to beat them until they are well mixed straight away. Don't forget to scrape down the sides and the bottom of the bowl to make sure everything is well incorporated. As you can see, the butter mixture turns yellowish, white, and fluffy, which is exactly what we are looking for. Add in the egg and continue to mix it for 30 seconds or so. You might find the mixture appears to curdle at this stage. It doesn't look very appealing, does it? Don't worry, it will turn into a very nice and smooth cookie dough once we add in the dry ingredients. Now let's add in our 2 final wet ingredients, milk and vanilla extract, and give them a quick mix. That is it! Next, place a sieve on top of the mixing bowl and sieve in all-purpose flour, sea salt, and our star of the show, purple sweet potato powder. Sieving the dry ingredients, firstly is because I want to get rid of any lumps, and secondly is for easy blending. As usual, I like using the rubber spatula to give the mixture a gentle mix first to avoid the dry ingredients to fly up to my face. Then I will use my handheld mixer to mix the dough. Remember, never ever overmix it. What do I mean by that? Watch it. Once the dough turns into an ice cream-like texture, stop the mixer immediately. Then mix the rest of the dough by hand until you can't see any dry ingredients. If you can remember this rule of thumb, you will have your cookie dough perfect every time. Now we are going to roll out the dough by sandwiching it between 2 sheets of parchment paper. By doing this, it allows me to roll out the dough without sprinkling any extra flour onto the dough so that it won't change the consistency. I like dividing the dough into 2 portions because I feel like it is easier to handle. Then roll out the dough to a thickness of 4 mm using a rolling pin, just like this. Place it on a baking pan to prevent bending it. Chill it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes or until it is firm. Repeat the same process for the second portion of the dough. Step number 2. Cut out the cookies. As I mentioned earlier, that's how I cut out the heart shaped right in the center of the cookie. This is the set of cookie cutter I use, which is designed for cutting out Linzer cookies. It comes with a ruffle cookie cutter and a set of 5 different shapes for the center. I chose the little heart one is because I think it suits the purple theme very well. Leave me the comments below to tell me which shape you like the best. Before we start, just make sure the dough is firm enough so that when you cut out the cookies, they can maintain the best shape. Use the 5.5 cm ruffle cookie cutter to cut out the ruffle shapes out of the rolled dough. This will be the bottom one of the sandwich Linzer cookies. Then use a spatula to help lift up the cookies and place them on the lined baking tray. Continue to cut out as many as you want, but make sure you leave enough cookie dough for the heart-shaped cookie tops. Next, for the top one, insert the heart-shaped cookie cutter into the ruffle cookie cutter and start to cut out the top. Carefully remove the center heart-shaped dough and place them on a lined baking tray. Ideally, place the bottom and the top one on the separate baking tray as their baking time are different. Because I mixed them on one tray, I needed to remove the heart-shaped cookie before returning the bottoms to the oven for 3 more minutes. Gather the rest of the dough and roll it out again. Continue to cut out the cookies as many as you need. If your dough becomes soft during the process, just pop it back to the fridge to chill until it goes firm again. Place these 2 trays of cut out cookie dough in the fridge to chill for about 15 to 30 minutes to prevent them from spreading while baking. While they are chilling, let's preheat the oven to 170 degrees Celsius first. Bake the heart-shaped one for about 10 to 12 minutes and the full ruffle-shaped one for about 13 to 15 minutes, or in both cases until the edges begin to turn golden brown. Oh wow, nothing is better than freshly baked cookies. The smell of it is just irresistible. Leave them on the baking trays for about 5 minutes and allow them to settle for a bit. Then transfer the one with the heart shapes cut out in the middle on a wire rack first, because we are going to dust them with icing sugar. Then just leave them onto the wire rack until they are ready to be sandwiched. After that, transfer the rest on a wire rack to cool as well. Step number 3. Prepare the chocolate ganache filling. Here I have 210 grams of white chocolate. I need to chop them into small pieces first for easy melting, as white chocolate is relatively more difficult to melt, so smaller pieces are better. Then pour in 70 ml of double cream and give it a quick stir before melting it using a microwave. Place the bowl in a microwave on a cook setting for 30 seconds at a time to melt. Every 30 seconds, I took it out and give it a good mix until the white chocolate is completely melted. I leave it on the countertop for about 5 to 10 minutes to cool down before adding this electric purple gel food coloring to dye it into the shade I want. After adding a few drops of this gel food coloring, my chocolate ganache filling finally reached my desired shade. I'm very happy with how it turns out. Then use the mixer to beat it until it reaches the spreadable consistency, just like this. Then get a tall glass and place a piping bag into it. Flip the bag over for loading without a mess. Then scoop the chocolate ganache into it and secure it with a silicone rubber band. For piping the ganache onto the cookies, here I'm using this round piping tip which is 1 cm in diameter. Insert it in a new piping bag, then cut a hole at the top. By using an extra piping bag, you can easily change the piping tip without touching the ganache filling. Then cut a hole at the top of the bag with the ganache and squeeze it to the top. Then insert it in the bag with the piping tip. Twist the bags tight and secure them with a silicone rubber band. Now our ganache filling is ready. Step number 4. Assemble the cookies. It is the most exciting part. Everything is ready and I can't wait to assemble them. Alright, let's start. Get the ruffle bottom one. Hold the piping bag straight. Start applying pressure to the bag and start piping the ganache along the ruffles. You should end up like this. Then pipe a bit more ganache in the center and smooth it out using a spatula. Then pick up a heart-shaped cookie top, carefully holding the edges only, and place it on top of the ganache-loaded one. Look, how beautiful is that? You should be proud of yourself. Remember to wipe the piping tip and the spatula every time you finish assembling each cookies for more neat piping. Continue to assemble the remaining cookies. After all the hard work, let me try one. It is so good. The cookie is just melt in my mouth and the chocolate ganache is so creamy. They don't only look pretty, but they are also very tasty. Maybe one more, I can't resist. I hope you enjoyed this video and will give this recipe a try. Please like and share it with your friends and family, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments box below. Before you leave, it would be appreciated if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to show your support to my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Have a very good day ahead. Bye bye.